Hi everyone, so back to the matter at hand. So, talking about Super Saiyan, what if Goku went Super Saiyan against Radz? Let's see. Last time in the what if Goku went Super Saiyan against Raddtiz? They went to Namek. Goku still got beat by Ginyu. He recovered very well. His powers roughly around the 6 million area. Piccolo completely and utterly raped Frieza with a power increase from Guru, leaving him around 65 million. Also, I believe I included Yamcha, Tien, maybe Gohan, and I know Gohan and Krillin were included in this. They're all who else did I include in this? Yeah, I completely forgot who else, if I included anyone else in this. I think I'm pretty sure I included Tien in this. But yeah, I failed to remember that. Oh well. We'll just assume I included them in this. If I didn't, that's cool. Just remind me. Point being, though, we leave off with them defeating the mighty evil Lord Frieza. Namek is safe. They go back. Goku does not learn the instant transmission, nor does he know the Kaioken in this. So now we go back to Earth. Now, does King Cold show up? Not initially. And if he does, he'll be quickly dealt with. I say that because Frieza doesn't tell him the pilot goes to Earth because Frieza is just dead. King Cole hears about his son's death and he'd probably be melancholy, but whatever. So, yeah, I don't think that happens. Trunks still shows up. Goku probably increases power a little bit to maybe 7 million with some training. Piccolo is also increasing his power drastically with things like, training and all that. Plus with, inner potential unlocks and all that. He's probably somewhere in the 100 million area right now. So they show up and Trunks challenges Goku and Goku just, okay, I'm going to go Super Saiyan and just beats Trunks. Trunks explains the situation that he's going to die. Vegeta I think also shows up on Earth, but he knows he can't do anything. He just needs a place to stay. So Vegeta is very angry. Vegeta's probably like at a 2 million right now or something like that. Vegeta's very angry though. As a guy, So yeah, nothing extreme happens here. Now with the training that happens, Gohan would be stronger because thanks to Piccolo and Goku, but he wouldn't be extremely strong. He'd probably be maybe in the 2 million area, maybe 3. Piccolo would probably be somewhere in the 250 million area, maybe 3. I'll even go 300 million. And Goku, I think overall, because of how strong Piccolo actually is overall between him and Super Saiyan, going back and forth, I think, and because they've trained a lot together, I think Goku would be around a 10 million. However, the heart virus still takes effect. So Goku's power, let's just assume his power is cut in half at this point. So he's only around 250, 5 million base form, 250 in Super Saiyan. So when they show up, the androids show up. Now, because Goku's had Super Saiyan since he was a kid, since Raddtiz, and he was being recorded since those fights, the androids, they wouldn't be as strong, as if he unlocked it when he was a kid. But they're still stronger than they are in canon. Now, in canon, I don't think either of the first two androids, Jiro or 19, are over 200 million in terms of power. And this one, I'd say they're both. 20 is still stronger. Jiro's still stronger than 19. I'd say Jiro is probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 million. No, around 250, I'd say. And 19 somewhere in the neighborhood around 220. So they show up, and Goku's just handling 19 fine. It's a slightly even fight, but 19's running low on energy, and Goku's beating up. But unfortunately, he makes the mistake of the Kamehameha, and because their powers are relatively in the same ballpark at this point, it doesn't go well for Goku. Goku gets his ass kicked again. Vegeta shows up, Piccolo steps in, basically gets 19 off him. It's like you want to fight? Let's fight, and then Vegeta shows up. I'd imagine Vegeta's power right now is somewhere. I'd conservatively say 5 million as well. So he's about and then goes Super Saiyan as well. Jiro's shocked and like, what? He can do that too. So now Vegeta takes on 19. Piccolo takes on 20. Jiro. Well, he's still 20. And Jiro makes a run for it. Jiro's still able to make a run for it. All that. So he goes and unlocks 18 and 17. All the while, they get Goku back to get his medicine. He's busy coughing up blood. So with 18 and 17, Again, I believe I put them roughly 350 in canon and 300 for 17 and 18 respectively. In this, they would be significantly stronger. I think, in fact, I just say they're about 100 million stronger. So again, they initially just waste the Z fighters, not kill them, but waste them. Even Piccolo's as strong as he is. So too bad we don't have a super Namekian, huh, Piccolo? Huh? Too bad we don't have one of those. Oh, you can kiss the greatest part of my ass. There's a greener part of his ass. So he goes to go with Yuzuka and say, yes, the androids are a threat, but it's not the biggest concern right now. I was like, wait, what is? And then, Cell and all that. So we cut to the eventual Goku waking up. Piccolo confronting himself for the first time with Fused Kami, which would double his power roughly to about 600 million. I think Cell, while stronger than the canon than the canon one, is only about 500 million, at least as of right now. So Piccolo still completely owns his ass, and then he makes his escape. He's absorbing people. See me? So Goku wakes up, probably takes about a 50% increase, I'd imagine, from, near death. So he's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 15 million. Sensing that he's close to going to the next level of Super Saiyan, he goes to find Vegeta. And, I know a place we can get a whole year's worth of training in one day. So they go, Piccolo and Trunks first. Go Vegeta and Trunks first, like always. Then Piccolo shows up, and he's actually beating the ever-loving crap out of 17. However, unlike 17, he tires a lot easier. 17 technically doesn't tire. Technically, they have infinite energy reserves. So, even though he's tiring, he's still, I think, on even terms. Once he's, really tired, once I get to that part where Cell actually shows up, they're about even in power. Cell shows up, and he's roughly about the same strength Piccolo was at the beginning. So around 600 million. And he's just like, how many people? Enough. So, yeah, it's like, yeah, Bugman from the future. Let's say I buy that now. What happens? So, basically, unfortunately, Goku could try to go down there and stop him. I mean, at 15 million, he would be stronger than Cell. And he can sense Cell's power. And he doesn't know if he can get there in time. If he can't get there in time, then it's going to be all for naught. He wouldn't be strong enough to take Cell on. Even if he goes grade 2, and God forbid grade 3, and knowing Goku, which he knew in the canon, wouldn't be enough. He's just too slow and bulky. Which, again, grade 2, we're guessing that's maybe 25% increase from just a standard Super Saiyan. So, I mean, yeah, that onto it, then he wouldn't... what's the best way for me to put it? He wouldn't be significantly weaker than Cell. In fact, he'd be over 900 million, but it still wouldn't be enough for Goku to warrant him going down there to possibly save them. But that being said, Tien gets there, he's like, crap, I'm debating. It's Popo's got that freaking magic carpet that can travel instantaneously. Maybe Popo can go down and get them. You ever think of that? No, they didn't, and I don't think they would in this either. So, yeah, because Goku doesn't know the instant transmission, he can't go to save them. So Tien and Piccolo, they bite it, and unfortunately, that leads to now that being said, Tien bites it because he gives up his life to stall Cell. So 18 Cells also would be stronger in this version as well, but so would Tien, assuming I did in fact give him the inner power boost. Point being, and even then, even if he wasn't stronger than the canon, he'd still be enough to stall Cell. Cell, this canon is probably more like 1.5 billion as opposed to the 1 billion. So now, they're hiding, and Vegeta comes out, and, it's like, well, I'm going to just go defeat this Cell, and blah, 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 pride, blah, blah, blah. So that goes down, and difference in this is that Vegeta and Cell are actually more evenly matched. I think Vegeta is roughly in the 1.5 billion area when he goes into grade 2 form. So it's an even match, and Vegeta's getting a good fight out of it. Cell's getting a good fight. So boom, 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 boom. That fight's going to last longer because they're more evenly matched in this scenario. All the while, Android 18's hiding out. Goku and Gohan are currently training. Now, I fully believe, besides Gohan and unlocking Super Saiyan, that Goku does hit Super Saiyan 2. At this point, he's just been knocking on the door long enough that he knows he can reach Super Saiyan 2. Also, he can see the potential in Gohan also to reach Super Saiyan 2. Now, when it's all said and done, where is their power levels going to be when they come out of there? Well, Gohan, as I said, I put around maybe like 3 million. Assuming it's anywhere close to canon, he'd probably be somewhere in the 50 million range, give or take. Goku, I imagine, would be significantly stronger, somewhere in the 65 to 70. We'll go 70 million. So when that happens, they get out. But unfortunately, by the time they get out, Cell has already absorbed 18. I think that's finally happened. And this version of Cell is already at 3 billion, which makes him twice as strong as Vegeta, and even Trunks can't take him on, even with grade 3 at that point. So now Cell's just like, oh, I'm going to do the Cell games, blah, 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 blah. So Goku goes, and, Goku actually can't, I don't think Goku goes to confront Cell in this because, there we go, because he can't, it was instant transmission. He can't go boop, and then boop. So, yeah, I still, whatever. But they wait, the Cell games come. So Goku goes to challenge, and the whole Satan thing comes up, passes, whatever. So Goku goes up, and they have that restart, and then they go full power. Cell's full power is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 4 billion at this point. If he were to be destroyed and come back, it would be higher than that. It would be probably around the lines of about 5 billion. But that's if he comes back. I haven't gotten to that yet. So he's about 4 billion. Goku powers up for his initial Super Saiyan and goes to about 3.5 billion. They go boo doo doo. Goku's still the weaker side, but then at this point it's like boo doo. It's like, now Goku, this is all perfect. I was like, yeah, and I've still got one more trick up my sleeve. And then just goes Super Saiyan 2 and just do. Damn it, Grand Duel, Dragon Ball GT. Okay, I'll admit, I didn't like GT that much. I don't hate, there's some good stuff out of GT in terms of story and character and whatnot. There's some terrible stuff too. But I mean, that was a rocking kind of thing. Step to the Grand Duel, Dragon Ball GT. Anyway, so now you see Super Saiyan 2 Goku standing there, 7 billion power going. Cell's just and then he's like, you will not beat me, and then boom, Goku just boom, just gut punches him, just starts checking him, just do. Now eventually, and unlike Gohan, who Piccolo even said it best when they were training for the Universal Tournament. Gohan gets drunk on his power. Gohan gets cocky and arrogant like that. Goku does not. Goku did a little bit with Frieza, but with Piccolo, with Cell, I think he's learned his lesson because Cell was designed for destroying, and he knows there's no reasoning with him. So yeah, at that point, he does that, and then instead of instant transmission, it's just it's pure speed, as Jace put it when he fought him and Burner. It's just and then just wastes Cell. So Cell's gone, Goku's still alive. I think so. Moving on from that, and Vegeta's just infuriated about the amount of power, the power gap now between him and Goku. So now moving on, 7 years, Gohan does hit Super Saiyan 2. I think Goku continues to train, and as I often state, I do think Super Saiyan 3 Goku reaches Super Saiyan 3 on his own, because here's the thing, and I argue the same one. One of the reasons is because he had dead bodies who could pass limitations. Technically true. During the 7 years. But how do you explain Gotenks is a fusion, therefore this fusion is stronger than the individual. But he's still a living body with limitations built in. In fact, anything, fusion is more limiting than a normal body, because it has a time limit to it. So, how exactly does that make sense that he can do it just because he's fused, and Goku couldn't do it if he were alive? That I don't get. So I would argue that maybe Goku goes for one more trip in the hyperbolic time chamber to reach Super Saiyan 3. I think that's very possible, at least when he feels he's knocking on the door of Super Saiyan 3, which I imagine wouldn't be for a while, maybe around year 5 or 6 of the 7-year peace gap. Furthermore, don't forget that Satan is not as loved in the world as he was during the Cell games. Or during the canon, because everyone believes he beat Cell. Now, I'm certain he can maybe try to to play it off saying, "Oh yeah, Mr. Satan. I was the one who defeated Cell. That guy just has to be a promising student of mine. So it was my teachings that really defeated Cell. There go, I defeated Cell. Mr. Satan." Sure. So yeah, Super Goku, we'll say, reaches Super Saiyan 3. Base power, somewhere around the 100 million mark. Vegeta, pissed and period, does reach Super Saiyan 2, but not Super Saiyan 3. And Vegeta probably isn't even aware that Goku can reach Super Saiyan 3 because he probably did it in the hyperbolic time chamber for the first time. Now that being said, also for the Super Saiyan 3, because of the hyperbolic time chamber, Goku probably has plenty of time in the chamber to eventually not master, but really get a good handle on the limitations of Super Saiyan 3, see if he can minimize them the best he can. Still, I think Vegeta would still be around this canon level, around 70 million, give or take. Gohan, I think, does reach Super Saiyan 2 with Goku's training. Gohan is somewhere in the neighborhood. He wouldn't lose any strength. I don't think he'd gain a lot of strength either. He would be roughly in the neighborhood of, say, 5 billion if he, everything went down. So, cut to the universe, and I think he'd become a great Saiyan man, all that stuff. So, cut to the tournament, Budokai, I think it was 25th annual. Was that one? So, cut to that. Everything goes down about the same, because I do believe Android 18 is also brought back, so her and Krillin still get married and have a kid. Sorry, I'm blanking out. Pretty much everything goes down the exact same, because then Vegeta and him would have fought if Gohan hadn't gotten his powers stolen, blah, blah, blah. Moving on. Now, this Gohan is, I think, stronger than his canon counterpart, because Goku's there. Argo, good movie. I think it's like 60% of Boo's power, give or take. So then you go into the Pui Pui fight. Vegeta owns him. Goku owns Yakon. And actually, Gohan doesn't own, but Gohan easily handles Dabura, and Dabura makes a retreat. That being said, there's a little energy gain, like from Gohan and Dabura. Vegeta's still angry at Goku. I imagine that Babidi would try to take control of him. But here's the thing, I think him and Goku have probably sparred many times since then, so I don't think it's as easy, and I don't think Vegeta also doesn't know about the Super Saiyan 3 right now, so he more or less feels that he and Goku are probably on at least some minor even playing field. So I don't think he would in this case. It's not like when I said in the Super Saiyan 4 video when Kid Goku goes Super Saiyan 4. Because there's so far he knows about the giant gap of disparity between him and Goku. And this one he doesn't know, there's not a huge gap there, so it's not the same thing. So it eventually leads to them breaking in, taking on Dabura, defeating Dabura, and I imagine Babidi might try to release Buu early, and if he does, fine, he's only a little stronger than Gohan is, so they immediately take care of him. And yeah, see, in these scenarios where Vegeta doesn't turn into Majin Vegeta, Buu being unlocked is not a likely scenario. Because with Vegeta still on their side and, killing these guys, there's no reason for Vegeta to go evil. So then we cut to, because everything's taken care of now, we cut to Super. Now that being said, in that timeline, or in that time span, I do believe Goku shows off Super Saiyan 3. Vegeta's like, oh, damage Kakarot, and, struggles and, training and all that. But I think eventually he does accept just Goku's is stronger. Now, after that, I'll be honest, nothing else changes. Not a damn thing else changes. Once you get to the Super arc, there's just not enough, there's nothing drastic to it. Like, there's no Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta's not still around. Vegeta's not the stronger of the two. There's nothing that has really changed at this point in Super, in this scenario there's nothing in this scenario that's different from actual Super. So at that point that's pretty much where we leave off. The events of Super happen as follows, as they play out in the manga. I mean, Goku's probably a little stronger, but, and he's older, definitely, but that's about it. And I say a little stronger, I don't mean hey, he's 100 million times stronger. No, he's more like maybe a couple million stronger. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I see that playing out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I honestly thought I was going to do more than one video for this one, but no, I was able to get in one. If you have an idea for something you'd like us to review, put that in the comments below. Let me know. I'll get to it at some point. Ideas for who wins, Star Wars, Super, Magic, What If, anything I do on the channel, put that in the comments below. I'll get to it at some point. I'll be honest, I can tell my voice is actually starting to go a little bit. I've been doing so much talking. Luckily, I only got one more left to do. Now, I have to actually rewatch that video so I know where I left off before I get to that. So that one might not be for a little bit, but I will do that before the night's over. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And Rick and Morty will be up. My review for Rick and Morty episode 7 will be up later tonight. All I know is that they go to find Atlantis, so it should be fun. And it's probably not the main plot, but it's not, those never are. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.